Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dialoguing English. I'm Sophia, and I'm very excited to be here with you today.
And I'm James. It's great to have you here with us again. If this is your first time listening, welcome. And if you're coming back, we're really happy you're continuing your English journey with us.
Today's episode is going to be very special because we're diving into a topic that almost every English learner struggles with at some point, feeling nervous when speaking English in real-life situations.
That's right. Many learners understand English, they read well, they can even write, but when it's time to speak, they freeze. The words disappear, confidence drops, and anxiety takes over.
And if you feel that way, please know something very important. You are not alone. This is completely normal, and actually, it's part of the learning process.
Absolutely. Confidence in speaking is not something you wait for. It's something you build through small, imperfect, and real attempts to communicate.
I remember when I was learning another language, I felt embarrassed making mistakes. I would rehearse sentences in my head before speaking, and sometimes I decided not to speak at all.
That happens to many people. The fear of making mistakes can become stronger than the desire to communicate. But mistakes are not failures. They are proof that learning is happening.
Exactly. Today, we're going to talk about practical ways to feel more confident, how to handle mistakes naturally, and how to speak even when you don't feel ready.
And we'll also share real examples, mini role plays, and mindset shifts that can change how you experience conversations in English.
Let's start with the biggest question. James, why do learners feel nervous speaking English even after studying for a long time?
Great question. One big reason is perfectionism. Many learners believe they must speak perfectly before speaking naturally, but native speakers don't speak perfectly either.
That's so true. Even native speakers hesitate, change words, forget expressions, and make grammar mistakes.
Another reason is fear of judgment. Learners worry that people will think they are not intelligent because of their English level, but most people are actually impressed when someone speaks a second language.
Yes, speaking another language is brave. It requires vulnerability. You're stepping outside your comfort zone and allowing yourself to be imperfect in front of others.
Let's imagine a real situation. You walk into a coffee shop in another country. You know what you want to say, but suddenly your mind goes blank.
That moment is so real. Your heart beats faster. You start translating in your head, and even simple sentences feel difficult.
The key in that moment is not perfect grammar. The key is communication. Even simple phrases like, "Hi, can I have a coffee, please?" are enough.
And if you forget a word, you can describe it. Communication is flexible. You don't need perfect vocabulary. You need creativity.
For example, if you forget the word straw, you can say, "the plastic tube for drinking." People will understand.
That's actually a powerful speaking strategy, describing instead of stopping. Stopping kills confidence, but describing keeps the conversation alive.
Another powerful strategy is slowing down. Nervous learners often try to speak too fast, which increases anxiety and mistakes.
Slower speech gives your brain time to organize thoughts, choose words, and breathe. Confidence often sounds like calm pacing, not fast speaking.
Let's talk about mistakes for a moment. Sophia, what is the healthiest way to react when you make a mistake?
The healthiest reaction is simple. Keep going. Don't apologize too much, don't panic, and don't stop the conversation.
Exactly. Conversations are about connection, not performance. People care more about understanding you than analyzing your grammar.
And sometimes mistakes even create connection. They can lead to laughter, clarification, and memorable learning moments.
Once I said something completely wrong while traveling, and instead of embarrassment, it created a funny conversation that helped me remember the correct phrase forever.
That's a perfect example. Emotion helps memory. Mistakes mixed with emotion become powerful learning experiences.
Let's shift to confidence building. Confidence doesn't appear suddenly, it grows through repeated small wins.
Saying one sentence successfully is a win. Ordering food is a win. Asking a simple question is a win. These moments accumulate.
Many learners underestimate the power of small conversations, but small conversations build fluency faster than silent studying.
Speaking is a physical skill, like playing an instrument. You don't learn piano by reading about it, you learn by playing imperfectly again and again.
Another important mindset shift is accepting silence. Pauses are natural in conversations. You don't need to fill every second with words.
Yes, silence is not failure. Silence is thinking time. Even native speakers pause to organize thoughts.
Let's talk about overthinking. Overthinking is one of the biggest enemies of fluency.
Definitely. When learners focus too much on grammar while speaking, they disconnect from the conversation and become mentally exhausted.
A helpful approach is focusing on meaning first, structure second, communication first, accuracy later.
Fluency grows when your brain prioritizes ideas instead of grammar rules during conversations.
Another powerful habit is self-compassion. Speak to yourself kindly. Replace "I'm bad at English" with "I'm improving every time I speak."
The way you talk to yourself influences your confidence more than your vocabulary level.
Let's explore real-life practice ideas. Sophia, what are some safe ways learners can practice speaking daily?
Talking to yourself is underrated but extremely effective. Describe your day, your plans, or your thoughts in English.
That removes social pressure and allows experimentation. You can practice freely without fear of judgment.
Recording yourself is also powerful. When you listen back, you notice progress, pronunciation patterns, and areas to improve.
And surprisingly, many learners sound better than they think. Our internal perception is often more critical than reality.
Another idea is shadowing, repeating phrases immediately after hearing them. This builds rhythm, pronunciation, and confidence.
Shadowing also trains your brain to speak automatically instead of translating.
Let's talk about motivation. Confidence grows faster when learning is emotionally meaningful.
Yes, if conversations relate to your life, goals, and interests, your brain engages more deeply.
Speaking about topics you enjoy makes practice feel natural rather than academic.
Before we continue, I want to remind listeners of something important. Fluency is not a destination, it's a relationship with the language.
That's beautiful. Fluency is comfort with imperfection, curiosity, and continuous expression.
And every conversation you have changes your relationship with English.
Let's move into a small role play to illustrate confidence in a simple conversation.
Great idea.
Hi, James. How was your day?
It was good, but a little busy. I had many meetings and felt tired, but I'm happy to relax now. How about you?
My day was productive. I studied, recorded a lesson, and went for a walk. I tried to speak English while walking to practice thinking in English.
That's a great habit. Turning daily activities into speaking practice makes learning natural.
Exactly. Learning doesn't have to feel like studying. It can feel like living in the language.
Let's imagine a learner listening to us right now. They understand everything but feel scared to speak. What would you tell them?
I would say this: you don't need permission to speak. You don't need perfection. You only need courage for the first sentence.
And after the first sentence, the second becomes easier.
And after many small conversations, confidence becomes normal instead of rare.
Progress in language learning is quiet but powerful. One day you suddenly realize conversations feel easier.
That moment is magical. You realize you are no longer translating every word. You are simply expressing ideas.
Let's talk about patience. Many learners want fast fluency, but language confidence grows gradually.
Yes, but gradual progress is stable progress. Fast learning without practice often disappears quickly.
Confidence built through real conversations stays with you.
Another important topic is comparison. Comparing your English to others can destroy motivation.
Everyone's journey is different. Different exposure, opportunities, time, and learning styles.
The only comparison that matters is with your past self.
If you can express more today than yesterday, you are succeeding.
Let's discuss emotional barriers. Sometimes fear comes from past negative experiences.
Yes, maybe someone laughed, corrected harshly, or showed impatience.
But one negative experience does not define your ability or future conversations.
Safe and supportive environments help rebuild confidence.
That's why practicing with encouraging partners or even speaking to yourself is valuable.
Let's talk about celebrating progress. Many learners focus only on what they can't say.
But recognizing what you can say builds motivation and confidence.
Progress deserves acknowledgement, even if it feels small.
Before we close today's episode, let's share one final message for listeners.
My message is simple. Speak before you feel ready. Readiness is created through action, not waiting.
And my message is this: your voice deserves to be heard, even with mistakes, pauses, and uncertainty.
Confidence is built sentence by sentence.
And fluency is built conversation by conversation.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today.
If this episode helped you feel more confident, don't forget to subscribe and like the podcast.
And remember, every day is a new opportunity to speak, improve, and grow.
We'll see you in the next episode of Dialoguing English.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and most importantly, keep believing in your progress.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.